What up, y'all? Welcome back. I bought this pineapple a while ago, and I figured I'd catch you up on my life and all my weird decisions that I keep making. Anyways, yeah, I figured I'd cut it up. Okay, so on the last episode, I was like showing you guys tarot cards. So make sure like you're like saying your little magic spell before it and say that only the best like come to and through you, and like draw your like right side up triangle and upside down triangle and hexagon around, and make sure that like only good energy is coming to you. But this episode, while I'm cutting my pineapple, I have decided I have decided that I'm applying for a few jobs in Texas. I'm not quite sure what city, maybe after I actually get hired. In order to apply for an apartment, even here in North Dakota, you have to have an in-state job. You have to apply, and you have to have some sort of income, and then based on that income, they're like, yeah, you make enough money per month that you can live in this apartment. So what you have to do if you're moving out of state is you have to get a job, or if your parents make enough, I guess you can just do that too, or if a family member left you enough money or whatever. But so after I apply for jobs, then I can look for housing or look for an apartment. And then I'll be living down in Texas, and I'll be all warm, and then I can go on more cool adventures because I'll be in a bigger city and there'll be an art museum. And probably other like young college students and that kind of thing, but we'll see. Mostly moving just because there's no one here to date. Like in North Dakota, there is no gay people. There's like, there's like, sorry, the little like, the warning came up for my low battery. It was like 20%. Look, I fixed my teeth the other day. I wear my retainers. But yeah, so I was all excited because I was like, whatever. I applied for about 7 jobs, I think, this summer in Grand Forks. And I work at Subway for like a day, and it's like 2 days roughly, but they're only like half days. They're not like full like 8-hour days, and it was good. Just the people training me in were like high schoolers, and they were the job wasn't enough hours, and it wasn't really like paying enough to have my own apartment. So we'll see what sort of jobs I can find down in Texas. But yeah, just on the whole dating thing, I've been out as a gay man for like 7 years, and physically I've been on like 2 first dates, maybe, I want to say, like 0 first dates. And so it's just, I don't know, time for a difference. I've seen my parents and grandparents a couple times since I've moved home. About like roughly a year ago, I moved home like last April because I couldn't really find a affordable apartment here in North Dakota. And so, and I was having some troubles with mental health too. I went to the psych ward like twice. So it was rough. So just make sure you're reaching out to people. But Texas is a lot warmer. There'll be someone to take out on a date. Or I'll just have a whole bunch of cool coworkers. And also, as far as I'm aware, all 50 states, as long as you're working a job, you can smoke weed. So shouts out to scoring a job and be able to go smoke in a different state and have cool adventures. That was like my favorite. I lived in Denver. I turned 21, and then I turned 22, and then a couple months later I turned 22 in like the end of August, so like beginning of September. And then by January of like a couple months later, like 4 months later, I was already in Denver, and I was like, ooh, this is so cool. There's legal weed, and look at all these cool adventures and art museums and way more people, way more culture. Like here in North Dakota, it's mostly like European Americans or white people, and there's not really like that diverse of culture. It's getting a little better. Like I think I said that on one video. It's getting a little better, but It's not really like super, I don't know. It's just not super like diverse, perhaps is the correct term that I should be saying. What else was I gonna say? I don't remember what else I was gonna say. I have a new playlist called OG Part 1. I was like adding a whole bunch of music to a whole bunch of playlists, but if you listen to OG Part 1, like if you just search like Chase Rollin, like CHSEROLLIN, whatever, and go to my playlist, it's OG Part 1 with the little red triangles. There's a couple playlists that are super, super good. And it's kind of like a meditation play I don't know. Like kind of like a meditation, but it's like people have compiled the songs and like put them on like a little YouTube video so you can watch like a whole hour. And if you just kind of zone out, like even if you're just laying in bed or sitting, I've had a couple of really, really cool, like kind of like spiritual meditations where I was like, I don't know, in a different place, kind of different mindset. And there's a lot of good meditations just like right on YouTube too, but those aren't on that playlist. But that's what I've been like obsessed with lately, is weird playlists with funny names. There's one on there that's like, you're attending a dark academy, or you married a villain and now it's okay. All sorts of weird things. But that's all I got. Just excited. Just excited. I hope there's someone really cool that lives in Texas. I would obviously update you guys and say where I was just in case there's someone hot and single, but hopefully there'd be some sexy daddy guy down in Texas. Oh well. I've been eating healthy for so long in my life that I deserve to find a sexy ass guy to date. I also do yoga so often. Oh, I don't know why I'm saying some of this stuff. I guess I'm like zoning out while I'm putting it. Anyways, I don't know if I'm gonna stick around for the whole pineapple cutting, but as you can see, looks good. And I'm just gonna, like, I just cut it in like rings like this, and then you can see like the core. So you just kind of like cut it in strips, cut around like right up to the core. And then like this. And then all you have is a tiny bit of core left. And if we're being honest, sometimes I just pop these in my mouth and like suck on the juice. So yeah, that's what all I got for you. Hopefully you're having a good day. Remember, I'm not on creatine, I'm not on any sort of pre-workout or any sort of protein powder, and I still feel very good about my body and about my choices. So just know that you don't need drugs or steroids to make you feel better. What else I got for you? That's about it. Okay, my fingers are all juicy. Maybe I'll pretend like this knife is the outro.